Anyway, good morning, good evening, or good night from some of you guys that have been following me. Um, we have some pretty big news, but I also have a confession to make. Um, if you look at some of my videos, down in the video section, I did a playlist. I put together a playlist for you guys. It's kind of a sneak peek on what my confession is all about. Um, I want to show you guys something I recently purchased that I think is going to make my videos really great. And I'm hoping you guys like this as well. All right. So without further ado, keep looking over there at, something. Okay. It's a box. Okay. It's a white box. That's as much as you're going to see. What do you guys think it is? Pretty much gave it away. Anyway, you guys ready for the reveal? In 3, 2, 1. That's right, guys. I bought the Xbox Series S. Okay? This has been a long time coming project. I have a gaming PC, and I purchased Microsoft Flight Simulator. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it to run. Every time I got it on the runway, it crashed. So, I found out Microsoft was putting together a pretty big project. And I found out that they were going to release this for the Xbox Series S and or X. Okay? Now, I did some research with my wallet in my hands and some Googling and some computering. I don't really have a lot of old games for the Series X, so therefore I didn't need the X series. That is why I went with this Series S, and we felt like it would be great, and plus I loved the white version. The white looks so much better with my room and all that other good stuff, okay? So that, guys, is the reveal, all right? But if you'll hold on, I have a more bigger reveal. Just you guys wait. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So, I wanted to share some really great stuff with you guys. As you guys, some of you know, I am an avid aviation geek. We are called Av Geeks by nature. That's what we are. We're aviation geeks or Av Geeks. That's what the name implies. So, I couldn't just play this simulation with just my controller, right? Guys, I had to go big. I had to go home, right? So, Thrustmaster has a set of throttle controls. Pretty cool, isn't it? Real working throttle levers, up and down, and the clicking for your thrust reversers. So, the way that this actually works is you put your hands up here, you're going to roll them up, and then you put your fingers up here by the other levers here, and you pull them back, you engage it, and then you go forward to add some more speed in reverse, and then you drop them back down. Now, this particular gadget here also has 2 other features here, okay? You're wondering what these are as well. So this right here is your speed brake, okay? That little thing that opens up the flaps on the top of the wing to allow speed to slow the aircraft down. And this, as you guys can read, this is your flap. This is your flap lever. The only thing I wish this would have would be notches. Unfortunately, it doesn't. And with this mechanism, you can actually pull them off, okay? And you can actually see that it's like a little chip. It reads what you're swapping out, okay? So you can move this speed brake here, over here. You can take this, put it over here, but vice versa. Let me warn you guys, though. These are two separate units. I just bought and purchased a secondary unit so I could have the Quattro or quads for the Boeing 747 for the 4 engines. If you guys look carefully here, it says engine 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So for right now, on this side, I'm using it for engine number 1, which is on this side, the captain's side. Guys, remember this is mirrored, okay? And this side here is for engine 2. Well, it's really for engines 3 and 4, okay? So these levers here would be engine 3, engine 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? And you can actually designate that on the switches here, okay? All it is a flick of a switch, right? Pretty cool stuff. All right? So that's there. But you guys are asking, well, why would you have this and play with the controller? Just you wait. Because Thrustmaster has a Boeing yoke. Alright? So Thrustmaster actually has a replica version of the 787 Boeing yoke. Okay? Pull forward, tilt left, tilt right. Alright? Push forward. The other great part is this little lever right here, the white lever, which you guys can see on the side. Okay? That's for my landing gear. So all I gotta do is just flick switch down, flick switch up, and the levers will come down. Now you're probably wondering what these two little sliders are down here. So let's say that I don't have enough room to mount this guy right here, the throttle quadrant, okay? That would give me some space to be able to use these as well, okay? And I can use these with altering some in-game settings to be able to allow me to use this, okay? On this side, you can actually push this for Xbox, and this is basically your home button, okay? So some things in the back, you can actually attach some rudder pedals back here. It takes USB Type-C, and this allows you to connect your throttle quadrant in the back here, okay? So the cord would go in the back here, and then it would go back in the back in there. Now, you would also connect a cable from here into here, so you could actually use 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 together. Now, the reason these are here is because you can also put your rudder pedal cord or cable in one of these slots, okay? And then also one of the nice features about this is you can actually connect a headset here, which brings me to my last and final I'd like to show you guys. Alright, now, I had to make this experience real so that we could do everything all at once together. But how more realistic can you guys get by having an aviation style pair of earmuffs, right? You can actually see, look, there's the cable right there, right? And there's the actual boom, the face boom, Let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on my head. See? The mic comes down to about right there. You got some inline volume controls, mute controls. Okay? And the cord is braided. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video. You see? It's braided. It's absolutely made of top quality. Okay? One of the great features, too, is that you can actually customize these plates. Ah, okay. This one you can customize. Right here. See? And then it just kind of clips right on in there. This goes in there. And there's an actual volume knob right on the side here. So, we've got this going here. You attach this to the table like this, right? And the nice thing is you actually have like screwable placeholders on the bottom here to be able to get it to screw into place for you. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys the motion. So you take your joystick, or you take your headset cord here, connect it in the side here, and then you just pull, push, left, right, and then you have finger triggers here. This would be for talking to, say, ATC. This would be used for talking to the co-pilot here, or the first officer, whatever you guys call it. We call it the first officer, the FO. Okay? And so, I also wanted to tell you guys that this right here is supposed to be like for a memo pad, like your checklist. It doesn't do anything. Now, you do have your standard buttons down here on the bottom. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. Okay? You see, so you have your window button there. You have your share button here. And your options button here. Okay? And then you have your sliders right there. Pretty much the same. Okay? And you have your X and Y, and you have your A and B. So this is for the Microsoft and Windows. This really is for the Microsoft, if you want to remember these. Okay? Now, in the actual default setting, this button here would be your ARM autopilot. Sorry. And then this right here would be your movement, your camera movement. And then this would be your rudder, if you don't have rudder pedals, okay, on your fingers. This button right here, if you want to, you can also toggle this to become your brake release. So you can push this to release the brakes, all right? In the game, okay, this button right here is used by default to release the brakes. This button right here is to do your heading. This button right here is to do your airspeed, and this button right here is to do your altitude, okay? Now, you can actually move this to the left and to the right, okay? And that would adjust this, and this moves 360 degrees, and it's actually a tactile feel. You can actually push this inward, okay? So you can move this however you like. I also want to show you guys something that's really cool and really unique. So on the side here, you have what's called ToGA switches, okay? And that just kind of stays there, all right? Well, guys, thank you so much for joining my live. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a confession here in a couple of parts. I did actually purchase this quite a couple days ago, so it's going to be with me. I'm excited to do it. I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator loaded. Check out some of my other videos, guys. We have some content that's of me using this and trying to get adjusted to it. Keep in mind, guys, I don't have the rudder pedals, so I have to use the controller the trigger buttons for the left and the right rudder stick. I'll have to explain some things I don't like about that in the game, but that's for another video. All right, guys? Stay tuned, stick around, and I have some more great news. Stay tuned, maybe in about a week and a half, and I can share some great news for you as well. All right, guys? Appreciate you watching. This is ToGA Brother, and I'm out.